I'll have to go back and watch the tape. I mean, we were trying to do something against that specific coverage, and it wasn't there, so I was just trying to check it down and got hit on it, so unfortunate there.
Martin and then Les.
Hey, Carson. With everything that's kind of been going wrong for you, so far this season, I mean, do you find yourself hesitating a little bit? I mean, especially like on the safety, and Rob just mentioned the pick six. I mean, trying to make the perfect play. Do you think that's part of it?
No, not at all. I haven't changed. I mean, I'm trying to be smart and all that, but as far as hesitation, when I see a guy open, I'm cutting it loose. And so the pick six, that's unfortunate. The guy made a good play by adding and bringing the blitz off the edge. And obviously getting hit on that, like I said, is not ideal with that ball floating in there. But they made a good play there. And the other ones, no. I mean, I'm not hesitating. They made some plays too, and ideally I get the ball out there quicker, but, it was unfortunate to be in the end zone there and taking that sack. But, hats off to them. They made a good play.
Les and then Ed Kratz.
Carson, Doug Peterson was asked just now several questions about potentially benching you, and he said he wasn't going to do that. But does it surprise you that this should come up at this point, and how do you think you're playing?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the media, I mean, you guys can ask whatever questions you want. So I know that's part of the deal. I know it's always a scrutinized position playing quarterback, and that's what I signed up for when I, came out and played quarterback going back to high school. So I can take it. I can wear it. It is what it is. Are we playing as good as we can as a team? No. Am I playing my best football? No. There's some circumstances out there today that we left some plays on the field, and we'll be critical. We'll go back and watch the tape, but I mean, at the end of the day, that stuff is what it is. You guys can ask whatever questions you want, bring up whatever you want, and for me, I'm just going to put my head down and go to work.
Ed and then Jeff Skversky.
Hey, Carson, it seems like each week we talk about these same things. I mean, why do you think things aren't getting better, in your opinion?
It's a good question. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to give some credit to that defense. They made some plays. No excuses on the conditions, but it made it tough, and then some of the turnovers and different things. We can be better, and we can. And we left some plays out there, but they made more than us today. And it's hard to put my finger on exactly what went wrong fully. I know one of the big ones is third downs. Last week and this week we've really struggled on third down, and finding a way to stay on the field is really been our name of the game over the years, and that's how we need to be as an offense. And we're not sustaining drives and staying on the field, so that's something we're going to have to take a hard look at.
Jeff and then Mike Sealski.
Carson, we've obviously seen you play a lot better. We've seen this team play a lot better. Where are you at mentally? I mean, how much do you go to yourself and say, can I still get back to that level where I was at? Do you believe? Are you worried? Do you have confidence issues at this point? Worrying about that you can fix these problems?
Yeah, I mean, I'm frustrated. I think everyone in this locker room is frustrated. You don't go out there, play 60 minutes to lose. That's not in the back of your mind. We want to fight, scratch, claw, do everything we can to find a way to win these ball games. And it's obviously not happening the last couple of weeks. And so as far as confidence and all that, for me, it is what it is. I'm the same player. I'm going to go cut it loose. I'm going to, be the same guy and give it my all. Every single game, every single play, and hopefully look up and see that we're winning a lot more of these games. But right now we're not, so we got to look hard at ourselves in the mirror.
Mike and then Nick Fierro.
Carson, you just said you're going to be the same guy. Given the concussion last year, the injuries in 2018, the back issue, can you be the same guy and do the same things the way you've always done them, say, in 16 and 17?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, football is football. There's injuries that happen, and you can't control them. They're out of your control. Last year with you want to bring up the concussion, that sucks. Being hit in the back of the head like that, that's an unfortunate part of the game, and that stuff happens. So I'm not going to change. I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to keep learning as I'm going and learning how to keep being a better player. Don't get me wrong, but as far as aggressiveness and being confident and all those things, that's not going to change.
We have time for one more, so we'll end it here with Nick.
Carson, that last interception there, the jump ball to Alshon, it looked like that's a ball that he normally would have. Is it a case there of kind of trying to rebuild rapport with a receiver who hasn't played for half a season? And do you say anything to him as far as encouragement after that play?
Yeah, we'll go back and see the tape. I think he came out thinking one thing, and I just tried to give him a chance on that corner there. And the guy made a good play, and we just weren't chemistry wasn't there on that one. And it's a bummer, being down there, putting together that drive when we needed one, and obviously ending that one in a pick. That was unfortunate, but I felt confident in the play call. I think we felt confident on the play. It's just when Alshon and I got to get on the same page.
Thanks, Carson.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, the Eagles quarterback answering the tough questions with grace and ease. I thought, look, he talked about, he was asked if he was hesitating out there. He said, no, I'm not hesitating. Look, when I see a guy open, I'm cutting it loose. Am I playing my best? No, but I'm the same player that I have always been. Then reiterating some of the things that he wants his team to improve on, things that we've talked about on this show, the third downs, the turnovers, the penalties. He said, look, I'm frustrated. I think everyone in that locker room is frustrated. Taking the tough questions, and somebody asked him just about the questions for Coach Peterson about possibly benching Carson Wentz. Carson saying, that's what I signed up for when I signed up to play quarterback. These are the tough questions. I'm going to put my head down and go to work and be the same guy. Fran, I actually really appreciate the way he has handled this. You don't see him get mad. You don't see him get offended. He said, I signed up for this. I signed up for this microscope, and I'm just going to keep going to work.
All spot on. I mean, that's part of being the franchise quarterback. That's part of playing that position and wearing that mantle. And I think ultimately, look, you and I both played sports. I think a lot of the viewers right now, they could think back to playing sports or even just whatever you do in your daily life. If things are not going well, you just want to get back and say, hey, let me get back at it. Let me get another stab at it. And I think that's the way that these guys are going to go about their business. Not just Carson, but everybody in that locker room. If they're not playing well, they're going to look, hey, throw me back out there. I'm going to get it right the next time, right? And I know I'm reading quotes from Cleveland's locker room, and they're asking Kareem Hunt, hey, what happened on that 4th and 1 stop on the goal line? He said, yeah, I wanted another crack at it, and they gave it to me, and I was able to run in for a touchdown. That's how these guys are wired. That's how they're built. That's how they've gotten to the level of athleticism that they've gotten to now. That's how they got to the NFL. So that does not shock me to see him handle it the way that he has.
Look at that. Great journalism there from Fran, pulling quotes from Cleveland's locker room while we're live on the air. That is what you get from this show, folks. I am very impressed with that. Yeah, and Fran, that's actually how I feel when I mess up a recipe, is I actually usually like to just try one more time again and just fix exactly what I messed up when I'm in the kitchen. So totally relate to these NFL players. That's me.
Same thing.
Yeah, same. It's the same. It's a perfect analogy. It's the same. I'm the same as Carson. Carson today completing 60% of his passes, 21 of 35 attempts, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, sacked 5 times for 26 yards. What did you see from the Browns defense? Without Myles Garrett being kind of the big storyline of this game, but a solid Browns defense. What did you see from them and just how they were able to really control this Eagles offense today?
Yeah, I do want to watch the tape tomorrow morning and really kind of get a good sense of it. But you mentioned 5 sacks. 4 of them came on 3rd down. And it didn't look like it was anything too exotic what they were doing up front. It looks like they were just winning one-on-one matchups off either side. So I think that's a big part of it. Look, it looked like they were taking things away.